Want to transition from house to drum and bass but don't know how? Well, I'm here to show you on the XDJ-AZ from AlphaTheta. The powerful 4-channel standalone system, perfect for house and drum and bass DJs alike. The XDJ-AZ is the latest addition to AlphaTheta's ecosystem. But what do we get when we purchase this unit? We get 4 independent channels that we can control using the deck select buttons at the top, going between 3 and 1 and 2 and 4. On top of this, we can route other external units into the system as well. Not only this, but we have a very intuitive display, which is reminiscent of that of the flagship CDJ-3000, making this the perfect unit for people who want to practice at home before taking their skills to the club. Or if you're a club looking for something a bit smaller in size, but still offers the same versatility as separates, this is the unit for you. Not only this, but the mixer section is taken from that of the DJM-A9. We can see that in the fact that we have the same layout as the DJM-A9 in terms of sound color effects, and we get the brand new X-Pad, allowing us to get more hands-on with our effects. No more using the encoder to select which channels. All we have to do is select one of these channels here, and that's the channel our effect is going to be applied to. So no more menu diving or trying to find the correct channel in the dark. In order to make this transition, we're going to need to know a little bit of maths, because the house track is ultimately slower than the drum and bass track. And in order to get it to the same tempo, it needs to be 33% faster. We can do this by timesing the BPM of the house track by 1.33. So if we times 128 by 1.33, we get around 170 BPM. In order to make this transition, set your track to 128 so you can just follow along. Next, we're going to try and find a section in this track that has no drums that we're going to use to loop to get us to the drum and bass tempo. If you use drums, it tends to be a bit scattered, so it's better to use either a vocal or when there's more atmospheric features in the song. In this song, right at the end before the next drop, we have a little gap where the vocal shines through. That bit there is what we're going to use to loop into the drum and bass track. In order to loop into the drum and bass track, we're going to use a secret loop. If we hold shift and hit beat loop, we then see that we get a next level of beat loop. Just hitting beat loop itself gives us quarter, half, 1 bar, 2 bar, but if you hold shift and hit beat loop, we get 3x4. On its own, 3x4 can sound really choppy, but we can use echo to smooth it out and add other rhythms. We can either use the X-Pad or just turn the effect on. This way we have a bit more control of the rhythms we're creating. These killer features allow us to mix creatively while staying in the flow, and the most important thing, not disrupting the dance floor. So our 2 tracks are loaded. Our drum and bass track at 170, our house track at 128. We're gonna hold shift and then beat loop to go into the second beat loop mode, and we're gonna hit this top left pad here when the section we mentioned earlier happens. We're then also, as soon as we hit that, shortly after, we're gonna hit play on the drum and bass track to make the transition smoother. We can then apply some effects as well to transition out of the house track. Get ready to loop. Loop that section, take the low end out, and get ready to play your drum and bass track. Use some filter, and then the X-Pad. And just like that, you transition from house to drum and bass. This mix isn't just possible, it's smooth, elegant, and easy, especially since I'm using the XDJ-AZ, because it's essentially 2 3000s and a DJM-A9, which is perfect for making these huge jumps when we're mixing between different genres. Still not sure and want to test out the XDJ-AZ before you potentially make your next purchase? Well, why don't you come into your local Bop DJ store? We have stores in Leeds, Manchester and Bristol, allowing you to get hands-on with your unit so you can try before you buy. Whether you're looking to upgrade, part exchange or spread the costs, we have flexible options to allow you to make that happen. We're trusted across the UK by DJs, not because we're just a store, we're DJs, producers and members of the industry. So come into your local Bop DJ store today and get hands-on with your next piece of gear.